Alright, guys, we're going to start a new series and we're going to talk about the book of Job. But we're going to do a history of Job. Like, why was he tempted by the devil? Why did he lose all of his children, his wealth, and his wife? So, we have this book called The Testament of Job, and it's going to talk about all that, what caused him to be under such severe attacks by the devil. And once we read this book, we'll go to, and I'm going to read the Septuagint version of Job after this series, just to give you history. Now, right here, it says in the first verse, on the day he became, and this is Job, on the day he became sick, and knew that he would have to leave his bodily abode, he called his 7 sons and his 3 daughters together and spoke to them as follows. Now this part is Job talking. He says, "Form a circle around me, children, and hear, and I will relate to you what the Lord did for me and all that happened to me. For I am your father Job. Know then, my children, that you are the generation of a chosen one, and take heed of your noble birth. For I am of the sons of Esau. My brother is Nahor, and your mother is Dinah." Now let's put a pause right here. I believe that this is another Dinah, because we know that Jacob had a daughter named Dinah, and this doesn't say that she's Jacob's daughter. And I don't believe it's his daughter, because when you do research on Dinah in the book of Jubilees, you see that she was assaulted when she was 12 years old. And then later on, when Joseph was sold off to Egypt by his brothers, she died shortly after. And if you do the math, I believe, because I did some research, Dinah would be about 3 or 4 years older than Joseph. So when Joseph was 17, that would probably make her about 20, 21, maybe 22. And when she heard the news about Joseph, remember he supposedly died because his brothers lied. When she heard that news, that tore her heart up, and she died shortly after. So she was probably about 22 or 23 years old. You know, as a sidebar, a little history about Dinah. So I don't think this is the same Dinah. I think this is another woman named Dinah. But continuing on, I think we're still in the 5th verse. Job talking. He says, "I have become your father by her." Talking about, his wife Dinah. "For my first wife died with my other 10 children in bitter death. Hear now, children, and I will reveal to you what happened to me. I was a very rich man, living in the east, in the land of Uz, and before the Lord had named me Job. I was called Jobab. The beginning of my trial was thus. Near my house. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, my trial was thus. Okay, before I continue on there, if you look up the meaning of Jobab, I think, I forgot what it means, but it's like sorrow. And Job, I forgot, I need my notes with me. I think it's like, almost like justified, like God's helping him. I should have my notes here with me. That's another side note. That's why sometimes the Lord has to change your name. You have to have a better meaning to your name, So that was pretty cool. But anyway, Job talking. He says, "Near my house there was the idol of one worshipped by the people. And I saw burnt offerings consistently brought to him as a god. Then I pondered and said to myself, is this he who made the heavens and earth, the sea, and all of us? How will I know the truth? And in that night, as I lay asleep, a voice came and called, Jobab, Jobab, rise up, and I will tell you who is the one whom you wish to know. This, however, to whom the people bring burnt offerings and libations is not God, but this is the power and work of the seducer by which he deceives the people. That's the devil, Satan. And when I heard this, I fell on the earth and I prostrated myself, saying, O my Lord, who speaks for the salvation of my soul, please, if this is the idol of Satan, please, let me go on and destroy it and purify the spot. For there is none that can forbid me doing this, as I am the king of this land, so that those that live in it will no longer be led astray. And the voice that spoke out of the flame answered to me, You can purify this spot, but behold, I announce to you what the Lord ordered me to tell you, for I am the chief messenger of the God. And I said, Whatever will be told to his servant, I will hear. And the chief messenger said to me, Thus speaks the Lord, if you undertake to destroy and take away the image of Satan, he will set himself with wrath to rage war against you, and he will display all his malice against you. He will bring on you many severe plagues and take from you all that you have. He will take away your children and will inflict many calamities on you. Then you must wrestle like an athlete and resist pain, being sure of your reward and overcome trials and afflictions. But when you endure, I will make your name renowned throughout all generations of the earth until the very end of the world. And I will restore to you all that you had, and the double part of what you will lose will be given to you, in order that you may know that God does not consider the person, but gives to each who deserves the good. And also to you will you be given, and you will be put on a crown of, what is this word? Amaranth? Let me get some help, guys. I don't know how you pronounce this one. Let me see.
Amaranth.
Ooh, I got it right.
20.
Uh-oh. Boom. Okay. And at the resurrection, you will awaken for continuous life. Then you will know that the Lord is just and true and mighty. Immediately, my children, I replied, I will from love of God endure all that will come on me until death, and I will not shrink back. Then the messenger put his seal on me and left me. Well, isn't that crazy, guys? So as a recap, as we'll continue on with chapter 2, Lord willing, next week. But that's why Job was attacked so severely by the devil. He saw an idol in his land, and he destroyed it, which we'll see in chapter 2, Lord willing. He destroyed that idol, and Satan was so mad, that's when he went up to heaven and petitioned to God that he wanted to go after him. That's when he just took everything from Job. Job went through hell, okay? Satan was so mad that his idol was tore up. And remember, in this time, this is before we had authority to bind the devil. So he ran rampant in this time. He had a lot of rights back then. That's why Jesus had to come, die on the cross, and give us the authority to bind and rebuke our enemy, which is the devil and his demons. But we'll stop right there. Lord willing, next week we'll continue in chapter 2. Always know we love you guys. We're praying for you, and we hope you have a great week. So you guys take care.